Japan has always had an infatuation with train. From the super fast bullet trains to the screechingly slow local trains, there is always a train to take you to your next destination. But if there's one thing that Japan is even more famous for, that is anime. Specifically speaking, the anime of Pokemon. And of course you knew that they would combine the two worlds to create this masterpiece of a transportation vehicle. Say hello to the Pokemon With You train. This train is a two-car passenger train consisting of a communication seat car and a playroom car decorated with about 50 Pikachus directly on the exterior of the train. And if that wasn't enough for you, there are even more Pikachus inside the train itself. Along with all the small details you have come to expect from a Japanese product, like the Pokeballs and the Pokemon silhouettes, you also have Pikachu plushes galore. Now, I am not going to just pass by the fact that there is a designated playroom in this train. This playroom is chock full of many large Pikachus, mini toys, specifically designed carpets, and seats. It is literally a kid's dream come true. The perfect way to get your kids to enjoy a short ride through the countryside of Japan. Now, I had the chance to take on this experience firsthand, and I wanted to make sure that you have all the tools necessary to ride this train, because it's not so straightforward as it seems. Let's start off with the why. Why does this train exist? Well, in 2012, after the big earthquake in the Tohoku region, Japan wanted to put smiles back on the faces of the kids from this region. Hence the location of the train itself, and of course the collaboration with Pokemon. That itself is a no-brainer, seeing as Pokemon is the top show for kids in all of Japan. They also wanted to bring tourists back to the area as well. So you could say this is me doing my part to help out the prefectures of Miyagi and Iwate. Now, tickets. Let's talk about tickets. Do you need a ticket to ride this train? And can you use a JR Rail Pass? The answer, you definitely need a ticket. And no, you cannot use your JR Rail Pass. You will still need to reserve a seat. This train is a difficult train to ride. You really need to plan way ahead of time. Actually, this is a good moment for me to discuss my first few tips. Tip 1. Understand the running dates. What I mean by that, the Pokemon With You train only runs on specific dates, usually only on weekends, Saturday or Sunday, and some Japanese holidays. There is a calendar on the website that is marked off in green displaying which dates the train will be available, along with the fact that the train runs a few times a week. It only runs twice a day, one from Ichinoseki to Kesennuma in the morning, and reverse in the afternoon. Those are the only two times in the day that it will be running. So make sure to take that into account when looking into this train. Now, we got lucky to some extent, as we did not know that it was only available on the weekend. So for us, there was only one seat available in the morning. So we booked that seat. Luckily, I was able to book that seat 2 days in advance, but be smart and follow the next tip, which is tip 2, book tickets in advance. Now, tickets to the train will be available a month in advance. So if you want to ride the train in June, you should book the ticket in May. There's only one issue. You must purchase the tickets at the green kiosk at the JR train station. Unfortunately, there is no way to obtain them online. So my tip to you is simply arrive to Japan and order them on the first day, or contact someone living in Japan who can get you the tickets at the local train station. Use the comments below as a discussion board, and perhaps someone can help you out in terms of living here in Japan and booking those tickets. Now, tip 3, check for mini rides. And what do I mean by mini rides? Let me delve deeper. You might not be able to go find a seat for the whole route being from Ichinoseki to Kesennuma. You can maybe get a ride at station 3 and go all the way to station 7. because some people actually get off on the train. Make sure you search for the mini rides if you want to at least get an opportunity to ride the train, because there's not many seats available. I got off early because I also was on this trip with 2 other friends and they wanted to also ride the trains. See, we were only able to get 1 ticket for the 2 of us, so instead of only having myself ride the whole time, we planned it so that we could switch in the middle to have both of us have the experience. Granted, we did have a car, so that did help us get to the location before the train, but I believe there are separate trains that can get you there earlier, especially because the Pokemon With You train does stop for numerous amounts of time, so other trains should be able to get to those mini stations or the stations afterwards quicker. Now, how to get to the train station? Either you want to get to Ichinoseki or Kesanuma. How do you get there? Now, luckily, both of these train stations are pretty much main train stations, so you should be able to have many ways to get there. There should be a Shinkansen available from Tokyo to go to Ichinoseki, so getting to Ichinoseki, no problem. And Kesanuma does have trains from Ichinoseki to Kesanuma, so you can get there as well. My suggestion for you, if you are strapped for time, book a hotel in Ichinoseki. That way you don't have to ride the train very early in the morning, because the Ichinoseki train leaves very early. And that way you are there overnight, wake up, go to the train station, ride the train. Iwate is awesome, and you can try wanko soba, which is delicious and also a challenge. Now, the experience. Once you obtain your ticket, you should get to the train station early. As I said before, there is so much to see and take photos of. Each station has a special appeal to them, and luckily, while you ride the train, you will be able to stop and get out and obtain stamps, take photos, check out the decorations, the statues, the walls, the trees, the bushes, everything. There's an overwhelming amount of things to see. You definitely need to have a plan. So keep watching this video to see what we did so that you can plan ahead. Now that I say that, here is what we did. Okay, we're going to the station right now, in Ichinoseki station. I am going to ride this train. Looks like it's on line 3. First thing on the station you get is a Pikachu on the train. Looks like you can take photos with this. Hey guys. And if you really wanted to, you could grab one of these stamp sheets. 1 stamp for each station. Look at the advertisements for this Pokemon train. They're everywhere. We have this laughing Pikachu, a bunch of smiling Pikachus, and then the train Pikachu. Alright, so on the train station you have this sign here that says Yokoso Ichinoseki, which is welcome to Ichinoseki. If you look back at the stairs that we walked down, actually, you see the design. There's 2 designs. There's this Pikachu. He also says welcome. And then there's this design, which is all the Pikachu right there. We also have this right here, which is a nice design on a pole of a bunch of Pikachus, as you can see here. It's like he's fighting. Say hello to the Pokemon With You train. Sponsored by Niantic. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, the train arrives 15 minutes early so you can take photos of it or with it. This is the sign right here. Pokemon With You. Alright, you got your exterior with all the Pikachus decorated on there right now. You have a sleeping one at the top right here. My favorite thing actually so far is the Pokemon With You sign with the little Pikachu right there on the O's. Look, there's stuff. They have gifts. The worker looks like he's checking out the front of the train. We have the front of the train right now. It's yellow, as typically a Pikachu train would be. Okay, let's walk on in actually and see what we can find. On board, you get a souvenir notebook in which you can obtain stamps at 4 of the stations. You also get a commemorative ticket, which I could not get my camera to focus on at all, and the option to buy ice cream on this train. Ice cream on a train. Wow. Every chair has a Pikachu design. On the edges of these chairs you have the Pokeballs. And you can see the playroom where there's a Pikachu. And you get to listen to announcements like this. Ash and Pikachu. That is music to my ears. A little loud though. The views are beautiful and peaceful, but it's tough because you have to decide to either relax and view the exterior or indulge in the interior of Pokemon. Either way, you have to try and balance it out because both are well worth your time. Each station that it stops at has many interesting original Pokemon related activities, and these were just a few of my favorite.
Look at that sign. Gay Becky, sleeping Pikachu. How adorable. Let's take a photo. Can you see that? This is the view. Look at that. It's pretty cool. Surisawa Station is our next stop. Hold on, I want to take a shot of that. That's beautiful. So in this station, they have another stand where you take photos. So you walk upstairs and you get to see a bunch of Pikachus hanging through the windows in your pathway, this pathway down here, to get to the train. He has his whistle. He's pointing. This sign's cool. They've decorated everything here. This has got to be my favorite Pikachu. Just the jumping one. He's so floaty. Oh wait, there's another one. This one's cool too. Upside down. And this one, I don't like the mouth here. The mouth is weird. The running Pikachu.
Now I started in Ichinoseki and stopped in Semaya, as I said before. A total of 5 train stations. In order to switch with my friend so he could experience the train too. We chose this specifically so that a car could drive directly there faster than the train. So the whole purpose of having them drive the car was so that they could beat the train. Except, I didn't expect this to happen.
Where is the station? Please don't tell me you missed it. You know what?
We passed.
You missed it. Yep. We have to go backward.
But this is the stuff we have to do in order to get 2 people to experience the train ride. So consider him the lucky friend, as it came down to just rock, paper, scissors.
Right?
3, 2,
1, go! Yes! I get to go.
Now, as you remember, we planned on switching at this strange station here. It's a really cool workaround if you're only able to book 1 seat, so try it yourself. And the switch was seamless. Timing was perfect.
Hooray, we gotta go!
Alright, move it.
After riding the train all the way to Kesennuma, you can do a few things in this city. One thing that you can try to do is find the Poké Lid. Yeah, that's right. This is a Poké Lid channel, so of course we're gonna look for the Poké Lid. There's actually a lid in Kesennuma, and it's not too far from the station. There are also a few new shops and restaurants nearby as well that might be worth checking out. And looks really cool.
Alright, we're in the quick road to Kesennuma. Well, we're in Kesennuma. We're at the Pier 7, which is a beautiful place that we've been to a little bit. First one of the day is Lapras and Geodude right here. Right now we're in Miyagi, and it's nearby Iwate. Iwate is the rock Pokemon, so Geodude is for the rock. Lapras is for Miyagi, and this is the border of Miyagi and Iwate, so that's why you have them crossing paths, similar to when you saw Lapras and Chansey at the border of Miyagi and Fukushima. I think it has a lot of meaning, but in terms of looks, it's pretty standard. So I'll give it a 6, but the meaning's there, so I understand it. Number 34 for Miyagi and 115 total for all the lids. I'm hungry, so there's a smoothie around the corner because Pier 7, this looks like a brand new area for people to hang out. I'm gonna check out the smoothie area real quick, and then we gotta leave. I have that smoothie, so small. Tastes like green, so it's good. Oh, back to the car. All right, we have 1 lid left. We are here. So we have this lid. Our final lid today is the Octillery lid with Lapras. So we have Octillery, 2 of them. Looks pretty cool. I've never seen this lid before. I like it. So there's a little bit of a shadow, so I'm trying to stay, I'm trying to stay out of the way. We got this area right here, which is right behind the lid. And the lid is right here. It looks like octopus is famous here, and that's why we have Octillery. I love the color actually, bright color. Some of the most surprising lids for me are the ones that I didn't expect, and this is one of the ones I didn't expect to see. I like this. I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I do like that there's multiple Pokemon. I love that the Lapras is swimming in. The Octillery are looking up and chilling, and there's kelp and they're underwater. 35 lids done. That's our 2 for today. So we are done with the lids today. Like usual, we got our Lapras stamp area, and they have it almost everywhere now. If we walk this way, we have a Lapras sign telling us what's famous in the area. Let's go inside. There's the Lapras wooden items and small Lapras and another small Lapras. I might get a wooden coaster just to, it's so light. Favorite color? I like the blue one actually. 80,000 yen. That's $800 for this little guy. The Lapras pin for you guys in the comments below. If you guys can just say what your favorite Lapras lid was in all these episodes, and remember to be subscribed, and I'll choose 1 winner to get one of these pins. This reminds you of Jafar from Aladdin? I think so. What's up with that? Why'd they give him the weirdest mustache? Gengar! He's locked away. I'm locked up. They won't let me out. No!
So, those are my tips and tricks for you to ride the Pokemon With You train. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and hopefully you guys got to see a few of the things that happen around the train stations themselves, including some Poké Lids that you saw, a couple of them. If you enjoyed this type of video, we can do more of these in the future. And if you enjoyed this channel, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next one, where I will be somewhere else in a different region of Japan searching for more Poké Lids. So yeah, thanks for watching. Peace out.
Hey Chisato, I have some really bad jokes for you. Ready? How do you get Mike on the Pikachu train?
What? I don't know.
You Pokemon.
What?
What sound does a Pokemon train make?
I know it.
You know, what is it?
Pikachu?
Pikachu choo.